Well, blow me down. Princess Kate's gone wild, well, wildish. She's released a nature video, 4 seasons it's called, aimed at showcasing the great outdoors to, well, anyone who hasn't seen a tree lately. The Duchess, a known nature enthusiast who knew, apparently wants to inspire us all to reconnect with the natural world. Admirable, indeed. Especially for those stuck in Buckingham Palace, polishing tiaras and avoiding rogue corgis. But one can't help but wonder, is a royal wander through the wilderness really what the public needs? Perhaps a tour of the palace kitchens, showing us how to make pheasant stew on a budget, might be more relatable. But let's not be too quick to dismiss her efforts. Princess Kate has been quite active in promoting environmental causes. She's been seen engaging with children, talking to environmentalists, and even getting her hands dirty in community gardens. Her message is clear. Reconnecting with nature is not just a pastime, but a necessity. In a world where screen time often outweighs green time, her initiative could be a gentle nudge for us all to step outside and breathe in some fresh air. The royal family has a long history of advocating for nature. Queen Elizabeth herself was known for her love of gardens, and Prince Charles has been a vocal supporter of environmental conservation for decades. Princess Kate's video is just another chapter in this ongoing royal narrative. By using her platform, she's reaching out to a global audience, encouraging them to appreciate and protect the natural world, and it seems to be working. The video has garnered millions of views and sparked conversations on social media. People are sharing their own experiences with nature, inspired by the Duchess's call to action. So, while a royal walk in the park might seem like a small gesture, it's part of a larger movement. A movement that reminds us all of the simple joys of nature and the importance of preserving it for future generations. So, here's to Princess Kate and her wildish adventures. May they inspire us all to take a right royal walk in the park. Now, the video itself, oh dear. Where to begin? Imagine, if you will, stock footage of squirrels frolicking, interspersed with shots of the princess looking pensive beside a babbling brook. It's all rather pleasant, like a cup of lukewarm chamomile tea. Soothing, perhaps, but not exactly going to set the world on fire. One almost expects David Attenborough to pop up and narrate the changing seasons of a hedgerow. One can't fault the sentiment, of course, but the execution, as exciting as watching paint dry in a silent monastery. This foray into filmmaking marks an interesting shift for the Duchess. Remember her early years project? A valiant effort to highlight the importance of early childhood development. Now she's moved on from toddlers to trees. A noble cause, no doubt, but one can't help but feel a tad whiplashed. It's like going from a lecture on quantum physics to a children's puppet show. Both worthy endeavours, to be sure. But the sudden change in direction does leave one slightly bewildered. The Duchess and the documentary, A Tale of Two Royals. In the grand tapestry of royal narratives, 2 figures stand out, each with their own unique story and public perception. Now imagine for a moment, if you will, the Duchess of Sussex releasing a similar nature documentary. Picture her voice narrating the serene beauty of untouched landscapes, the delicate balance of ecosystems, and the urgent need for conservation. The headlines write themselves, don't they? Meghan Markle's passion for nature shines through. Duchess of Sussex champions environmental causes, a royal call to action for our planet. Meghan Markle lectures us on climate change from her Montecito mansion. The media would be abuzz, dissecting every frame, every word, every gesture. Critics and fans alike would weigh in, some praising her commitment, others questioning her motives. The irony, of course, is that such a project from the Duchess of Sussex would likely be praised for its social consciousness and environmental awareness. It would spark conversations, debates, and perhaps even inspire action. But when Princess Kate does it, when she steps into the world of nature documentaries, bringing her own grace and dedication to the screen, it's met with a collective shrug, the same effort, the same passion, but a different reception. The public's response is muted, almost indifferent. Why is that? Oh, how the narrative changes with the protagonist. The tale of two royals is not just about their actions, but about how those actions are perceived. It's a reflection of our own biases, our own expectations, and the ever-changing landscape of public opinion. Splendid isolation, say some, splendid bore, say others. The reaction to the video has been, shall we say, mixed. Royal commentators, those arbiters of all things regal, have been queuing up to offer their 2 pence worth. "A triumph!" gushed one, clearly mistaking the video for a cure for the common cold. "A tad underwhelming," sniffed another, probably disappointed there wasn't a dramatic showdown with a badger. The general consensus? Well, there isn't one, which in itself is rather telling. The Crown and the Camera. A blooming nuisance? The British royal family has always been a subject of fascination, but their latest venture into nature documentaries has left many scratching their heads. All this begs the question, do we really need the royals making nature documentaries? The public's reaction has been mixed, with some people debating the merits of this new royal hobby in parks and public spaces. Isn't that what Attenborough and his ilk are for? We already have seasoned professionals like David Attenborough, whose soothing voice and vast knowledge have made him a beloved figure in the world of nature documentaries. One can't help but feel that the whole endeavour is a tad, well, pointless. The royals, often seen looking rather unimpressed or even bored in their own gardens, don't exactly inspire confidence in their ability to captivate an audience with tales of the natural world, like using a priceless Ming vase to store pencils. It feels like a misuse of resources, a whimsical distraction rather than a serious contribution to the genre. But perhaps that's the point. Maybe the royals are trying to show a different side of themselves, one that is more in touch with nature and the environment. Perhaps they are attempting to use their platform to raise awareness about important ecological issues. In a world obsessed with celebrity and scandal, maybe a gentle reminder of the natural world isn't such a bad thing after all. With so much focus on the latest gossip and the lives of the rich and famous, a serene nature documentary could offer a refreshing change of pace. Even if it is delivered with the excitement level of a wet weekend in Worthing. While the execution might leave something to be desired, the intention behind it could be seen as noble. After all, in these trying times, who couldn't use a bit more nature in their lives, even if it comes with a royal twist? What's next for the Duchess? Squirrel therapy. So, what's next for the Duchess and her newfound passion for flora and fauna? A 6-part series on the migratory patterns of the common swift, a podcast discussing the benefits of composting. Only time will tell. One thing's for sure, though. If it involves the Duchess sitting in a field of wildflowers looking wistful, I'll be reaching for the remote. Or perhaps a stiff drink. So, just to recap. Kate's lifelong mission of early years quietly ghosted us like a bad Tinder date. The new mission? Pointing at trees and saying, "Wow, the press?" Quiet as a squirrel on royal grounds. And the video? Pure BBC doc meets Instagram reel, but make it monarchy. I say this with love and a little bit of malicious glee. If this is what counts as royal duty in 2025, I too would like a taxpayer-funded MacBook and an unlimited supply of stock nature footage. Long live the Queen of Keen Content trademark. May your next season be autumn, falling leaves and standards.